Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Today we are going to do another color and chat for, I had to think, Jelly January 2020. I am co-hosting this with John, the bibliophile colorist, and Sandy from Color Creatively. I will link their channels down below in the description, so go check them out if you haven't already. We are going to color today out of C.L. Aldridge's. This is the best of her book, her pictures, I should say. This is the Mandalas one. It says a coloring book of fan favorite designs. There are 48 in this book, and I will link this book down below. Now, I had started recording this, and I was recording for quite a while before I looked over at the timer, noticed the timer wasn't going. The red light was on, like it was recording, but yeah, never looked over at the timer. So I'm recording all this time and nothing's recording. Nothing is there. So part of the picture is done already. I was coloring this picture, this mandala with blues and greens. So I figured I'm just going to continue with this picture for this color and chat. It's going to be 2 color and chats long anyhow. I didn't get real far, so we're just going to pick up here and continue. I hate it when that happens. Let me zoom in. I have no idea what I all said in the first recording / non-recording of this video, so I apologize if I repeat myself. It's so, I know this has happened to all of us on YouTube, where your video, something happens to it, but boy oh boy, let me tell you, it's frustrating when it happens. First off, you like my nails? You like my nails? I do. They work much better than, I don't know if you've seen a color and chat or a couple videos that I did at Christmas time. I had some Christmas press-on nails. Yeah, those did not work out. Number one, they were way too long. And I know a couple of you had suggested, you know, just cutting them off, trimming them back. But the thing is, the design is more towards the tip, so I would have cut off all or some of the design, so that really wasn't an option. So yeah, got rid of those. And then read up on these, which are nail wraps. Now, I've seen a lot of color tubers. Ooh, what color am I going to use in there? We'll think about that later. I see a lot of color tubers that have been talking about Color Street. I know Anne and Anxiety Art Adventure. I think there were a couple of others that are all talking about Color Street nail wraps. Well, I had already ordered these and just never put them on. I had these probably for about a month. These are from Lily and Fox, and they're quite a bit cheaper than Color Street, but I did go ahead and order a few from Color Street because I kind of want to compare them. These were $2.99 a set. Now it says they're on sale. They're normally $9.99, but when I ordered these, they were $2.99, and I went on their site and they still are $2.99, and they have tons and tons of designs. So I had ordered quite a few of them, but I do want to see, I just put these on this morning, so I have no idea how long they're going to last, you know, anything like that. I did put a ridge filler base in because I have a lot of ridges in my nails. So I did put a ridge filler base on, put the nails, the wraps on, and then I did put a Sally Hansen top coat, a couple of coats on the top, and then paid particular attention to the, you know, the tip of the nail so that it will help prolong it, and hopefully they'll stay on for a while. But like I said, I have no idea how long these are going to last versus Color Street. So yeah, I wanted to do a comparison. So I'm looking forward to getting my Color Street nail wraps and trying those out too. I must say these are very easy to put on. I was kind of nervous, but Lillian Fox did send me a practice set, and I did just fine with the very first nail. So I did put a second one on just to make sure, and yeah, it worked out just fine. So I didn't continue with that practice set. They were Christmas ones. So then I got out one that I really liked. I was kind of torn between a couple of them, but I ultimately decided to go with these, nice and glittery, and they're purpley and pink. So yeah, very easy to put on, but I found that, and I know Color Street says, you know, the how to apply them is pretty much the same thing. You put them on and then you file them at one edge until you get to the point where you can rip it off, and then you finish, you know, filing them down. Well, I found, because they had suggested this on, I meant to go with the light blue and dark green around here. Oh well. I did find that I liked the suggestion that Lillian Fox made, where you took a little scissors, and after you have this long wrap on, I just trimmed around the nail, and then all you had to do was file it a little bit, and it worked out really good, and it was really easy. Of course, it was much easier to put my left hand nails on than my right hand nails, because I am right-handed. So to put the nails on my right hand using my left hand, yeah, took me a lot longer. Oh man, I can't do anything with my left hand. Even clipping my nails is a lot more cumbersome. So you left-handers, I imagine, would have a hard time putting them on your left hand. But so far I like them. So much nicer than the press-on nails. So, time will tell. And like I said, I'm looking forward to getting my Color Street ones too. They have a lot of really pretty designs too. So how is everybody doing? I apologize for, you know, not being able to start this color and chat from the beginning, but it is what it is. And I didn't really want to start a whole new picture, so. Like I said, I didn't get real far on this, but I know I was talking for quite a while. And the thing that's so funny is the red light was on like it was recording. But yet, by the time, you know, because I kept an eye on that, didn't look at the timer until I was, like I said, quite a ways in, and the timer was at 0, and I'm like, what in the world? I sure hope that recorded. Nope, didn't. Oh, crap. Okay, I said a different word than crap. I will admit. But we'll just say crap for now. Okay, so these up here, I'm going to go with the light blue and dark green. I had picked out these 4 colors, but we may have to add in, depending upon how the design is working out, we may have to add in a 5th color. So, I don't know how I'm going to do this. If I want to do every other one. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. rather than blue over here and dark green over here. I think it'll work better this way. But yeah, if you like mandalas and, you know, pictures like this, definitely check out Christine's books. She has physical hard copy books on Amazon and then PDFs in her Etsy shop. So whether you like the hard copy format like I do, or you prefer PDFs and print out your own, I never print out. I have a bunch of PDF files. I don't ever print any of them out though. I like coloring in books, I guess. How is everybody's weekend going? It is Saturday here, a snowy, blustery day. The snow has now quit. It's still windy out there. But between yesterday and last night, we had gotten about 5-6 inches of snow, which isn't the worst, but then when you get that wind with it, you couldn't hardly see out there. I know to the west of us, they had blizzard warnings. And now it's all tracking east, as many of you probably know, because it's been all over the news. I'm assuming the roads are probably fine by now, because the road crews were all gearing up for the storm. And then, you know, we weren't supposed to get an atrocious amount of snow out of it. You know, 5-6 inches for us is not that bad. As I say from the warmth and comfort of my home. I wasn't out there snow blowing it, Bob was. So he probably doesn't agree. He even got the big snow blower out because of the drifts in the driveway. We have 2 snow blowers. One is just a smaller one, and then we have a great big one. And Bob likes to use the smaller one because it's just so much easier to handle than that great big one. Although the big one is self-propelled, so that kind of helps, especially when you have a driveway that's on such a hill like mine is. But he likes the little one. But yeah, had to get out the big one today. The little one too gets right down to the concrete so nice, whereas this big one doesn't. So then he likes to go over it with the shovel so he can get right down to the concrete. He's very picky about that. Likes to get it as clean as possible, which is nice because again, with my driveway at such an angle, it can get slippery so easy. And with Heather coming with the kids every day, you don't want it slippery at all. Don't want Maddie falling on her butt. Oh, speaking of Maddie, for those of you who are new to my channel, I babysit my grandkids every day. And Madison, or Maddie as we call her, is 3. And little Levi is 5 months. So yeah, Grandma kind of has her hands full during the day. And oh my gosh, yesterday especially, Maddie was so whiny. She had to have been really tired or something. I don't know how many times that girl was crying yesterday over every little thing. And I tried to get her to lay down and take a nap, and that didn't work because she doesn't take naps anymore. She hasn't for quite a while. And yeah, then of course, if she wasn't crying, Levi was, or, you know, they were both crying at the same time. Grandma was pulling her hair out. But, yeah, she pulled a couple good ones over the past few days. first one, I think this was maybe on Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday. If you've seen a video I did a while ago, a little bit ago I should say, of a large coloring book haul, there were a lot of mosaic color by number books that I picked up. And while each picture uses different colors, you know, for each number, like number 1 in one picture might be black and it might be red in another one, so there's no rhyme or reason to them. But on the back of the animals one, it had a chart of all the colors that I believe are used throughout all of the books. So I wanted to match up colors to all of those and write them down because, you know, I like to do that. And so I thought I would work with my big 180 ColorIt marker set and try to match up colors. Well, I started doing that when Levi was laying down for a nap. And of course, Maddie wanted to help Grandma. And so I was swatching them out and she was just kind of playing with them on the side and putting them in order, what she thought was order on the side of me. And then I had gotten everything swatched out and thought I had the right colors and whatnot. So then she wanted to help me put them back in, so she would hand them to me. I'd put them back in where they belonged. I have all 180 in this art bin case with 4 marker inserts. My next, after, I don't know, probably after this Jelly January color along is done, I want to color a picture with my ColorIt markers, and then I was going to show you the storage system that I'm using for that large set, because of course there's no case big enough that'll hold 180 markers. And so yeah, I was putting them back away in this case, and this case has 2 plastic closures that snap tight. Well, I closed it and Maddie insisted it was not closed tight. And let's see, I think I'm gonna go around with dark green here. And I kept telling her, yes, it is tight. No, she was getting so upset with me because she insisted it wasn't closed tight. So I put the case at an angle for her to be able to see that the latch was closed down tight, right? What does she do? She flips up that lever or that little plastic, you know, thing. And by doing so, the other one opened up too. There went 180 markers. I swear it was slow motion as I was watching them going all over the floor. Yeah. And there was really nothing I could do because, of course, it wasn't slow motion. It was very fast. And, yeah, once it started, there was no stopping them. I stood there. Once they were all done falling on the floor, I stared with my mouth open like, oh my God, did that just happen? And yeah, finally then I'm like, I took both my hands and I had put them over my mouth like, oh. And then Maddie, I think, got over the shock of it happening too, and she started crying. Oh my gosh. She felt so bad. And I said, Maddie, I said, Grandma's not mad. And she was still crying. I said, it was an accident. I said, Grandma can fix it. I said, I'll put them all back in order when you guys leave. Now she was still so upset. And finally I said to her, I said, well, let's see if we can get them all picked up and put them all on the table. I says, you want to help me do that? And she shakes her head, yeah. And she was laying on the dining room chair. So she leans over the edge of the dining room chair and tries to start picking these up off the floor. Well, with her short arm, she couldn't hardly reach them. So I said, why don't you come down here by Grandma and we'll pick them all up. So she came down by me and we proceeded to pick up 180 markers and put them up on the table. Well, you know, when you get 180 markers together, of course, some are going to want to fall off the table. So then we just took the plastic, because the marker inserts came out too, so they were on the floor. So we just ended up putting all 180 in the case. I didn't put the markers inserts back in. We just threw them all in the case, and yeah. Later that night, then I rearranged everything and got them all put back. Took me over an hour because I got out my color chart and looked at what order I wanted them in, and yeah, no, all that fun stuff. Oh my gosh. But yeah, she was so upset. Oh my. So, yeah, had that happen, and then, that must have been Wednesday that happened. Because then on, was it Thursday or yesterday? No, Thursday. Ever since, quite a while ago, Maddie had wet the bed at home. And they kind of have an odd sleeping arrangement over there because Heather's still breastfeeding at night. So she sleeps in Madison's bed and Levi's in that room. And then Maddie sleeps with Daddy in the big bed. Well, yeah, she had wet the bed one night, and while you're never supposed to yell at a kid for wetting the bed, Adam did get upset with her. And like I said, Madison's feelings get hurt very easily. So ever since then, this girl goes to the bathroom every 15 minutes to a half hour at the most. This has been going on for 2 weeks now. And yeah, I see no end in sight. I keep telling her, you know, Maddie, you don't have to go to the bathroom that often. We have been going through more toilet paper. And, you know, the toilet's being flushed constantly. But no, I don't know. So she still has it in her head. She's so paranoid that she is going to wet her pants, and then it's going to get on my couch. You know, she's terrified. And I told Heather, I said, see, I says, you never yell at a kid for wetting themselves. Okay, what color do we want around here? I think we'll go with the bright green again to kind of follow. So yeah, that's been going on for a couple of weeks now. And yeah, she used to use so much toilet paper. Oh my gosh, that one day, because she always goes in the smaller bathroom, that's our half bath. And that one day, oh my gosh, she had so much toilet paper. I swear to God, it was half a roll of toilet paper in that toilet. And I had to go, and I took a Walmart plastic bag, doubled it up, and had to get all of this toilet paper out of that toilet because there's no way you would have been able to flush that. And so ever since that happened, we don't leave a toilet paper roll on the roller where, you know, she would get at it and use half the roll of toilet paper again. So we typically will take a couple of, you know, just small pieces, roll it up for her, keep it on the back of the toilet where she can get it, And then don't leave the roll of toilet paper in there where she can get it. And yeah, it's been working okay, unless, you know, she goes and we forgot, or I forgot to put some out for her. But on Thursday, she went to the bathroom in the main bathroom, and the toilet paper was on the roll in there. And all of a sudden she comes out crying. And we're like, you know, Bob was here. By that time it was after he got home from work. So he went in there to see what was going on. Oh my God, what a mess. She must have used a ton of toilet paper yet again, and proceeded to try to flush it down. Not once, not twice, but probably a good 3 or 4 times. We had so much water all over that floor. It took forever to get all this water up off the floor. And of course I have my rugs in there by the toilet and the bathtub, and oh my God, what a mess. Oh. But, you know, Bob was very calm about it, and, you know, we both were, and we didn't want Maddie to get all upset about that, too, you know. It would have just made things worse. So we just proceeded to, you know, mop it up and get everything dried, and because it was, you know, all behind the toilet. We had to move everything out, the waste paper basket, the plunger, the cleaner brush. You know, it was just drenched under all of it. So, yeah, that took a while. So it's been an eventful Maddie week this week. And there were other smaller things that happened too, but those were the 2 biggies. Oh my gosh. Never a dull moment with a 3-year-old. And I sure hope Maddie gets over this. Because now she doesn't even want to wipe herself when she goes potty. And I said, Maddie, you're a big enough girl. You know, if she goes poop, I know, TMI. You know, I go in and wipe her, but if she just goes potty. But, yeah, she's kind of regressing back. And I still say it all stems back from, you know, Adam yelling at her. Kids really take that to heart. So, all right, what color do we want to do next? Maybe we will go with the, don't think I want, well, maybe we could. Maybe go with, maybe I'll go with the light blue and then dark blue, or dark green. We'll do the light blue and then dark green. Yeah, so it's very eventful around here. Levi's getting so big. Oh my gosh, that kid's gonna be crawling in no time, boy. He can scoot him, so I have this great big play mat now that I put down for him, rather than, you know, the little thing that you put him under and he can reach up and play with the toys, you know, that little mat. Nah, he scoots around too much for that, so I have a great big play mat. It's probably like, oh gosh, I don't know, maybe 6 foot by 6 foot. It's really big, covers big chunk of my living room floor, so put him in there, or on there I should say, and in no time at all he's to the opposite corner. He just rolls and rolls, and if he sees something in front of him that he wants, he'll scoot himself up and he'll eventually get it. Oh, it's so funny. And so, yeah, he's starting to, you know, get his knees underneath him and stuff, and I don't think it'll be a whole lot longer and he's going to be crawling. So then I'm really in trouble. That starts it all. I'll really be running around then. Although, like I said in my last coloring chat, not this past week, but the week before, I put on over 18 miles that week. And this last week, I put over 16 miles on. That's how much racing around I go with those kids. I'm debating whether I think I'll do dark green on the inside, then dark green on the outside. And do it that way. And then we'll do light blue in here. So we'll do opposites. It's just I'm having a problem with this blue pen. And like I said, I don't know if it's because it's getting low. And I may have to pause and go get a refill. So I didn't bring, of course, didn't bring the refills along over here. Didn't think that far. See, and now I'm getting a ridge here. I should see how low this is running. If that is the problem. Because I really don't like how this thing is coloring. Let me see. It's got a little bit left. That might be the problem. I don't know. Let's continue and see. Because I normally don't, you know, the ColorIt gel pens normally color really, really well. I don't have a problem with them at all. Oh, I guess I forgot to say that in the beginning, like I did the first time when I was recording this. I am coloring with the ColorIt gel pens. I forgot to mention that. It's like, didn't I say that already? Well, yeah, I did, but you guys didn't hear it. So yeah, I have the regular glitter. Oh, this is the Various set because there are different glitter colors in this set versus the set that is all glitter. So I have both sets out here. And then I have my color chart that I made up, of course. And I'll link both those sets down below too. But yeah, the ColorIt gel pens are so nice. The fact that they have color names on, yeah. And then refills with color names on. Makes them awesome. And like I said, they typically color very smoothly. Let's see, what else did I talk about when I wasn't recording and thought I was? I don't remember. I know there was other stuff. It's like, dang. You know, that's the worst part. You know, number one, if you're doing a review of something, you can completely start over and do the review again. But if something happens and you're doing a color and chat, you can't really start over unless you start a whole new picture. And who wants to do that when you already have one picked out and you're already coloring on it? So that's why I thought, I wasn't real far on this. So I thought, no, we'll just start from where I am. Take it from there. Like I said, this is going to be a two-parter anyhow, as usual. So, oh, got some good news. Heather is getting Maddie into daycare up in Tomahawk. It's going to be for 2 days a week. It's either going to be Wednesday and Thursday or Thursday and Friday, because they want them there for 2 consecutive days. She wants to get her into a daycare setting, which I totally agree with, before she starts 4K next fall. so that she gets more acclimated to being around other kids and sharing and just the social aspect of it, because she's just been home with grandma all this while. So that's going to be a total different environment for her. So yeah, very, very good idea. So then those 2 days I will only have Levi. And then, as of right now, they only accept kids that are over 20 months. Well, you know, Levi's only 5, so he won't qualify for that for a long time. But they are adding on to their daycare, and it should be open by spring. And then they allow infants. So, at that time, once that all happens, then 2 days a week, I won't have them. I know. Like I said, don't get me wrong. I love, love, love my grandbabies. It just gets to be hard for grandma when I have them 5 days a week. So... And I started with the wrong color. Oh, not that it matters, I guess. So yeah, we'll see when that happens. Okay, that one's blue. Wait a minute. This one's different. Okay, Christine, why'd you do that? I'm confused. This one had lines all the way down, whereas this one doesn't in here. Let's get a black fine point pen. Okay, so this would just go down like this, right? Yeah, because these on the opposite sides don't have these come all the way down. Oh, there's just a line that comes down in the middle, huh? So there's, I'm trying to picture this. There should be a line that comes there, a line that comes here, right? And this line was here, right? Yeah, so it's just the one down the middle. Wonder if I don't have a ruler here. I got something with a straight edge. Don't want to mess this up, you know. Let me see. Let's use this. She's trying to mess with my mind. It's probably not in the middle. Well, good enough. Okay. There. There. How does that look? Yeah, not perfect, but... Because I'm like, wait a minute. That don't look right. Okay. Gotta have it the same on all 4 sides, you know. At least I do when I'm coloring it with this kind of pattern. All right, we're back in business here. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? Oh, house hunting front. Had some more showings. No offers, and I found a really, really nice house for us, and we went and looked at it twice, put an offer in. Found out that there was another person. We didn't think anybody was looking at this place besides us. Well, evidently there was. They were putting an offer in the day after we did. So I thought, yeah, there goes that house. Well, I heard from my realtor this morning that, yeah, they didn't want our offer because of the selling contingency, which I kind of figured that's what we're hearing all the time, but they didn't accept the other offer either. So they must have a selling contingency on their offer too. Which, you know, I don't understand why sellers don't take the offer anyhow, because we always add a bump clause in the contract that if you get a better offer, you know, before we can finalize ours, you know, before I sell my house, they can always take that offer then instead. So, I mean, what are you hurting yourself by taking, you know, accepting an offer, and then if something better comes up, then bump us? But I guess in a way, it's just good this way, because then we know for sure we're not getting the house and we can look elsewhere. The only bad thing about that house, I mean, it was just gorgeous inside. And it said 2 living rooms, but I technically think it's, you know, I looked at it as a living room and a family room. All my stuff would have fit in that family room. So nice. The kitchen was gorgeous, but it was a manufactured home, so there was no basement. That's not good. It had a nice size garage though, and there was a shed, and it had tons and tons of closets. Master suite was just huge with its own private bathroom that was so big, like Bob said, it could have been another bedroom. Big jet tub and separate shower. I mean, it was gorgeous. And so, yeah. Another bad thing was it was way out of the way for Heather, though, too. And she was upbeat about it. She goes, it'll just be for another couple years anyhow. Oh, yeah. So I guess we keep looking. Although I was just amazed with all the showings that I had here, and my realtor said, yeah, after the first, it starts getting, you know, busier again. And I didn't think it would get busy until spring. I mean, who wants to move in winter? Not me, but I will if I have to. So we shall see. See if we get any more showings. And not at the last minute. If you listen to my last color and chat, I was saying how some of them were last minute, and then the one group showed up half an hour early, and the next one showed up 45 minutes early, and it's like, my heavens, people. We set a time for a reason. Gosh. And the one, I had to get the kids ready and stuff and everything, and get everybody out the door. So, yeah, I was like, especially the 45 minutes early. That's ridiculous. So, yeah, no good news on that front. Don't look like we were meant to sell this house. Yeah, getting kind of disgusted. Whoops. And Bob and I decided we are finally cutting the cable cord, and I'm off camera. Had enough of paying for Dish. And so I did a bunch of searching around because we still wanted the DVR capability, you know, to be able to record, be able to fast forward and rewind and, you know, all of that. But during the week, we just watch, you know, we don't watch cable channels. We just watch mainly CBS and ABC. NBC a little bit. And Fox once in a while, but mainly it's just CBS and ABC. So it's like, you know, the only time we really watch cable is the weekends. We will, you know, put on some movie or something, even if it's, you know, an older one or whatever, and we've seen, if it's a movie we really like, you know, we'll have it on. Or Lifetime or History Channel or, you know, something like that. So it's like, okay, we really would kind of like something, but we don't want to pay that big monthly bill anymore. So in doing a bunch of research, we are going to go with the Amazon Fire Recast. It's a DVR. And then, if you don't have a Fire TV, you need the Fire Stick for each TV that you want to use with that DVR. Well, we're getting a Fire TV, so then we only need the Fire Stick for the TV in Bob's room. I have a TV in mine, but nobody really watches it anyhow. So if we need it in the future, you can always add another, you know, get another Fire Stick. And then the service that we're going to sign up for is Sling. And Sling will, you know, there's Sling Orange and Sling Blue. And Sling Blue has a few more channels to it. And you can record more at the same time. But yet, Blue and Orange are the same cost. I can't understand that. There are different channels on each, though, so I don't know if maybe more of the popular channels are on Orange, and that's why they offer less. I don't know. We're going to go for the Blue because it has his FS1 on, which is a must. No, he didn't say it was, but I think he should have it because that's the channel that his drag racing is on, and he just loves his drag racing. So I definitely wanted to get a package where he could watch his drag racing. So that is what we are going to do. And if you sign up for Sling right now, they have a deal where if you prepay 2 months, guess what? You get a free Amazon Fire Stick. So we don't even have to buy one now because we'll have the Fire TV and then we'll get the Fire Stick for Bob's TV. So the Sling is only, the first month is 20 bucks and then 30 bucks after that. So if you prepay the 2 months, it will be, come on Lisa, get the right pen here. It'll be 50 bucks for the 2 months. So we're going to do that. We have the recast ordered, and you got to have a HD, one of those flat antenna things that you put up on your wall. So ordered that. And then, yeah, going to order we're going to go tonight after we're done eating, we're going to go to Best Buy carries the Fire TVs. There's only 2 brands that carry the Amazon Fire TV, you know, in it. And that is Insignia, which I think is a cheaper brand. And then, is it Panasonic? No, Toshiba, I think. And so we're going to go with the Toshiba, and you can get a 55-inch right now. It's on sale for 300 bucks. I didn't think that was bad. And it has, it's not, I don't know really what the difference between that and the next one up, that's $350, because they're both 4K, not that we need a 4K. But, so we're going to get the $300 one tonight. So, once we get everything from Amazon and we get Sling hooked up, I get to call Dish and say, we've had enough. We'll not be needing your services anymore. And of course, they're going to try to get you to stay. Well, we can offer you this discount for the next, 3 months or next 6 months, or, we can work with you and get your bill down. I can just hear it now already. Isn't that what they always try to do? Try to get you to stay. No. We got everything else figured out already. So it's only going to cost us $30 a month versus, and I don't have any special packages on my Dish or anything, and it's like 90, over $90 a month, or 89 or something like that. And all we have added on there is that one sports package so that Bob can see his drag racing. And yeah, just with that one little extra added on to the basic, it's like, I can't remember, 85 or 89, something like that. So this is going to be like $60 a month cheaper. And who needs all them stations on Dish anyhow? Because so many of them are crap channels that you never watch. How many channels do you have that are music? And how many channels are shopping channels? Good heavens. I mean, there's tons of those on there. And then, what's the other ones? There's, so many other ones too that you're never gonna watch. So, this one comes with, the blue comes with 30 some channels. And most of them, not all, but most of them are channels that you would watch. There's still some. There's some news networks on there, and some stations that we probably wouldn't watch, but hey, most of them we will. So there's some good movie channels on it, and you can always add HBO and stuff to it too, but I'm not doing that. I have Netflix too, so, and I'm an Amazon Prime member, so we have Amazon Prime movies and shows too, which are all integrated into that Fire TV. So we should be all set in that arena. I'm kind of excited to see what it, all does and how it all works together. Wonder how long it's going to take to do the outside, where I should leave off so that, we're not even at an hour yet, but we're getting close. So I think where I'm going to end today is I'm going to do this border around, and then we'll do the next part in the next video. Let me get a sip here. Okay. Oh, I seen on the news that Australia is finally getting rain. Oh, what a godsend, huh? Oh, and that's gotta help some with those fires. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to put them all out completely, but it's gotta sure help. And it was they were showing on TV some pretty heavy rain. I just hope, I don't know if Australia has all flat land, or, if they have hilly land, but where all them trees and stuff are gone now. you know, like out west, after all them fires and then they got heavy rains, then they had mudslides. So, you know, it's not good if you get too much rain all at once either, but enough to help put them fires out. Oh, heard somebody say that in total there were over 1 billion animals killed. Now that included, you know, lizards and smaller creatures too, but still, that is just an astronomical amount. I mean, it just, you can't even fathom it. It's such a huge number. It's just, it's so sad. And I didn't hear about the loss of life. I mean, of course, is not as high as the animals, but just, you know, all the houses. And I mean, houses can be replaced, yes. It's still such a sad situation. And just so many fires all at the same time. You know, it's worse than California had, you know, as you well know, had so many raging fires that were out of control at the same time too. But these bushfires, you know, everything was so tinder dry that it didn't take much to get those going. Not much you can do other than try to stop them, but, you know, and then so many people try to stay in their homes to try to salvage, you know, try to protect their home and stuff. Well, I don't understand how you're going to be able to do that. How are you going to stop a fire? Yeah, you can try hosing down your house and maybe try to create a fire, you know, break if you start a fire and it goes in the opposite direction, but a person can't do that. Only the firefighters can do that. So, I don't know. To me, it's, especially if you have kids and stuff, it's smarter to leave it, you know. Like I said, a house can be rebuilt, but you can't if a life is taken. So that's just my opinion. I know it's easy for me to say because I haven't been in that situation, so I truly don't know myself what these people were going through and how they felt, but I don't know. It's just a sad situation all the way around. Any fire is, but when you have those massive, massive outbreaks where, you know, thousands and thousands of acres burn, you think about all them trees that are so good for the environment and taking out carbon monoxide. Is it carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide, right? You know, out of the air. Sad, sad, sad. So, I haven't heard, though, how much the rain has, you know, really helped with the fires. I just seen where they were showing where Australia was getting some good rain, and they were talking about how they expected it to, you know, help with the fires. So, I'll be curious to see. I should go online and look that up. And we are almost done for today. And it does look like we should be able to continue with only these 4 colors. Like I said, you know me and my limited color palette. I just like the cohesiveness of it, you know. But yet I have seen some done with a vast variety or array. That's what I was trying to say, so I said a variety. You know, with a huge variety of colors, and it turned out so pretty. Let's do green in here. And get those filled in. I like this bright green in here though. Really pops, doesn't it? Especially against these dark colors like this dark blue. I like these two colors together. Alrighty, we are about done for today. There, I think I got everything. Yeah, so we'll just continue with these 4 colors. As of now, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'll probably do these 2 the same color, and then just because she has these, you know, symmetrical going out this way, so I think that's how I'm going to do it. Although I didn't do it down here, did I? But I think I am going to, because it's so much larger up here, so I want the same color out here. Otherwise it's going to be, you know, different. So I think I am going to do it more symmetrical up in here. So, okay, let's zoom back out. Let's see our progress so far. So that's what it is looking like so far. I like it. Like I said, I think the green really pops, really brings the blues and the dark greens together. So, all right, we shall continue this color and chat. No guarantees it'll be this weekend anymore, you know, so that I could put it up during the week. I'm going to try to maybe do the other color and chat tomorrow, but yeah, no guarantees. I got lots of other things to do on Sundays. So, plus tomorrow night is the Packer game in San Francisco, and if we win it, we're going to the Super Bowl. So I gotta watch that. For all you Packer fans out there. Okay, that's enough, Lisa. That's enough. Us cheeseheads are excited. Okay, I said that's enough, Lisa. Okay, so that is the end of this color and chat for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for watching and for joining me in on this. If you liked it, please hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to my channel. Don't forget to hit that bell so you know when I put out new videos. I hope everybody's having a terrific weekend, and as always, happy coloring. Bye guys.